Good afternoon, everybody. This is the 49 days of CBC, and this is going to be starting of week 5, if you can believe it. We've gone through the first 4 weeks of camp, and we've had some great interviews with some great staff members and a few campers that have grown up and become staff members now. Well, today we've got Heather Balance and Dawn Armstrong. This is a dynamic duo, the sisters of week 5. They work with Don Watson during week 5. And that's a junior week, and they also have some junior counselors, which is a great opportunity for these young people to learn responsibility and also just to grow in their Christian faith. So Dawn and Heather have been nice enough to spend a few minutes with me this evening to talk about Carolina Bible Camp and what it means to them. So I'm going to start off with the first question. It's always been the hard question to ask everybody. So I'll start off with you, Heather. So what was it like when you heard the question, or you heard them say that Carolina Bible Camp is going to be canceled for this year?
Oh, well, we were definitely disappointed. Last year, me and Dawn, neither one got to go because our parents had just been in an accident. We were really looking forward to it even more so this year since we had missed a year. But with everything going on, we knew that's what was probably best. So
yeah, it's heartbreaking, but all right, Dawn, what did you think when you heard it?
Yeah, I would agree. It's so disappointing. You want it not to be true, but it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It was the right call, even though there's nothing you can do about it. You're all disappointed, and hard to tell your kids. Hard to let them know that there won't be any Bible camp. That was heart-wrenching.
Well, my kids are 25 and 18 now, and it was still heart-wrenching for them, It's such a part of their lives. Well,
yeah.
I can remember when, go ahead.
One of the kids at our church had said they didn't care about school as long as they got to go to Bible camp this year.
Doesn't that just rip your heart out,
It does.
Well, I remember when we made that decision as a board, we had to do it over Zoom, of course, because we couldn't come together. Dennis Conner made a statement, and it just put it in perspective. He said, "This will be the first time I'll miss camp since 1963."
Wow.
Yeah. That's
wow.
Powerful. And that's the neat thing about Carolina Bible Camp is the impact made on him as a camper way back then at 8 years old, and he's still involved with it today, dedicated, and it hurt just as much as it did as that 8-year-old if he would not have been able to come. So that's the blessing that we have in Carolina Bible Camp. And you said that you had gone to one of the other camps as a kid. Was it Woodman of the World over in Nashboro?
I went to, I don't know the name of it because as a child, you don't care what the name of it is.
You just want to go,
you just know you're going to Bible camp.
I thought it was Carolina Bible Camp.
I think it was still Carolina Bible Camp, and I think it was still Moxville. Wasn't there? Was there another facility in or near Moxville?
No.
I went
they only had like 6 of the cabins built on the first year. That was girl camp.
Okay.
And they had the dining hall and a few other things weren't built yet. But when you think back at as a kid how much you loved it, and now as a staff member, what are the things you look forward to when you go to camp on each summer? I mean, this is as an adult, not so much as a kid, but
right. There's a lot of things to look forward to, but I love the singing. There's nothing like camp songs. The kids get excited, especially going to a junior week. You kind of get a good mix of kind of the more childlike songs that the little ones love, and then there's always seems to be a new older kid kind of song, and it's just fun to watch them really sing out because they're a little different than what you usually get at, of course, in a worship service or even in a vacation Bible school. Sometimes they're a little different, at least in our experience. So I think the singing is so uplifting. I think that's one of my favorite things.
All right.
I love the singing too, but the nighttime devotionals is probably what sticks out in my mind, both when I was a child and now too as a counselor. And really, for a while, we were not counselors, and we just enjoyed the time with other adult Christians at that time.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time to fellowship.
That is so true. When you think about, everything else going on in the world, and you come into camp, and it's just like all that goes away, and you're focused on Christ, like-minded people Now, when
it's like it's reviving. Yes.
Yeah.
It's reviving. Now, so the next question is going to be one of the tough ones, and that's, do you have a favorite memory you want to share from either when you were a kid or as a
A favorite memory?
Yeah.
Probably. I remember we did these, and we don't do that now, but as a kid, we did these skits. It was like a Friday night thing before we left, and we had worked on it all week long, and we would do these skits that night. And I remember that was like the most fun thing for everyone.
Was that Kirk's week?
I can't remember all
that sounds like
my favorite memory would really have to be the baptism, and especially now as a grown up, we take our kids from church with us, and you get to see them be touched and then baptized. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Amen. What about you, Dawn?
Yeah, I agree. As she was speaking, I was thinking the same thing. When you get to witness the baptism, anytime, whether it's in a worship service or whenever it is, it's always a wonderful experience. But there at camp with all those children around, and the example that child has come forward and is for the adults and for the children there, it's special. But yeah, it's a good one to remember. Those are good.
Man, everybody's standing around the pool down there, and you know, it's humbling, isn't it?
It is, and usually a song or a prayer, and you're all there together. It is. It's a good memory in the making.
And it's always neat too to see how the older kids will help in those studies and in the encouragement of the baptisms and stuff like that. That's that's powerful for me when you see those young folks doing that. That's just
it is, because they can do things for other children that we can't always do. So.
That's true. Sometimes we just need to stand back and let them be Christ's hand and feet at that time. You know.
That's right.
Well, when I know you probably experienced this being counselors and everything. You probably have that little girl in the cabin it's her first time ever being Carolina Bible Camp, and you know they're scared, they're nervous, and they may not want to be there, but their parents brought them, and you have to reassure them. How do you normally do that?
Again, I think the other kids can be a better force for that than as adults. So if you can kind of facilitate that, maybe encourage some girls who may be willing to reach out but not see the need, not realize, she's kind of maybe she's not talking to you because she's a little intimidated because you already have friends, you've been here. So maybe I think maybe facilitating that. Of course, we can love on them, but they're not going to, and they may remember us or enjoy our time together. But if they're peers, if they're little friends in their age in the cabin, can really reach out to I think facilitating that relationship is a little more successful in getting them to enjoy it themselves.
All right.
We really encourage them all to build each other up. And that's when we use those nighttime devotions, and we encouraged them to get to know each other a little bit, and that usually helped.
Well, let me. Getting some wind noise. That's why I muted you just for a second there, Dawn.
Sorry. Okay.
That's all right. There's a beautiful setting behind you there. Where are you at?
We're at a place at a river.
All right.
Our parents. So sorry about that. I'll try to.
No. That's fine. We'll make it work. Now, out of the years you've been working as staff and everything, I think it was like 4 or 5 years, maybe both of you. There's probably been a staff member that's kind of stood out to you, maybe left an impression on you, or even a camper. Is there somebody you want to share that has left that impression on you from Carolina Bible Camp?
I'll go on this one first. Well, like I said, I have 3 boys who've been going with me every year. My youngest is even as a pre-camper, and so I think hearing their experiences throughout the week and as we get home and talk about it one of our male counselors, Trevor Pilkington, they just all loved him so much. And I mean, he was fun. He was good to talk to. You know, he brought the spiritual aspect too. He just kind of, it was the complete picture there. So it was such a good example for them. So as a mom, that would be I got to see what an impact he made on my boys. So that always speaks to a mama. So
that's good.
We appreciate him and all he does. He puts in a lot of hard work and a lot of sweat because he plays hard with them and does everything they want him to do. So
there you go. I loved hearing that.
And his wife, Teresa, is who my daughter, and Dawn has 3 boys. I have a daughter and a son. And she just adored her every year that we've gone. And I think she looked forward to seeing Miss Teresa just as much as she did her friends that she had made there. In fact, I think she often tried to pick the seat in the lunchroom beside her.
Yeah, they're good folks.
Yeah, you love it when you see, experiencing the friendships that are established with the campers, and as they go through, and as y'all spend more years there, you're going to have some that they graduate high school, then they graduate college, and then they're coming back as a staff member and a wife and a little pre-camper. And you get to experience those the growth of those kids and everything, and seeing them making an important decision to bring their family back to Carolina Bible Camp. I love that.
Yeah.
My wife started going when she was 8 or 9 years old, and so that was 83 until now. So it's been an important part of her life. And she introduced it to me, and I was baptized at the Woodman of the World camp where Carolina Camp was before it came here. So it's made a heck of an impression on me over the years. Now, this next question is going to be a tough one. In one word, how would you describe Carolina Bible Camp?
I think we always, that's one of the things I look forward to the most, is I always leave feeling so amazing, so tired, but so, it's like a break from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It, I don't know. That's not one word. I was thinking, it fills you up. It kind of, sometimes you leave and think, I've got to go a whole year before I get to do this again, to get that feeling again from the kids. And like Heather said, sometimes the exhaustion, just how can something so exhausting be so rewarding and so good? You're so hot all week and ready, kind of one sense ready to go home, sleep in your bed, but yet, it's so good.
Yeah. You're spiritually filled, but you're emotionally, physically exhausted.
Drained,
right?
yes. That's right.
Well, when it comes to that Saturday morning and you're getting everything finalized, you get the kids packed up and they're getting ready to, go down to the award ceremony. And, you have that 45 minutes to an hour of the ceremony. And it's always neat seeing the kids get the awards and everything. But afterwards, when the kids are saying goodbye, that right there, just those are lifelong friends you're going to have from now on.
Right.
And that's the beautiful thing with Carolina Bible Camp. For me, as an adult, I never went to camp as a kid, so I didn't get to experience that. But these are my lifelong friends I get to spend time with and everything. If you were able to say something to those fellow staff members and the campers that would have been here at week 5 this year, what is it that you would say to them to encourage them?
That's a tough one. I mean,
we miss them and we look forward to get to be together again for sure.
Amen.
Yeah, it would be wonderful to be able to be together again. And we look forward to, we hope everybody sticks it out and doesn't let this year make them not want to come back or take a break and not come back. But it's I don't know, it's hard to say or do something like camp. You can't really replicate the feelings you get there. It's hard to put into words, and it's hard to replicate with any other experience. So hope to see them next year and hope the year.
Well, I think I did an interview with Tim Pinkston, who worked with us at week 1 for a number of years, and he's just an amazing man. And he said, you know, the good thing about this is it's a reset for us to remind us of what's important in life. And he said, I think, and I think this too, that we're probably going to see a surge in support and people coming to Carolina Bible Camp next year because, you know, they've been grounded with all this coronavirus. You know, the family's stronger together, and they get to experience or think about memories that were important to them. And hopefully they'll send their kids back now to be a part of this special place we call home, Carolina Bible Camp.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, ladies, Heather Balance and Dawn Armstrong, two wonderful ladies. I've never met you before, but I'll have to come by and see you at week 5. I know that you're blessed working with Don and Amy and their kids. Those are wonderful folks. I've worked with them at week 1, week 3. They came in and did my head counselor week 7, the first year I directed. I love those two, and you're blessed to be working with them. You're blessed to be working with them.
They're great, yeah.
So if you can, just kind of send a note out to your the fellow staff members and also the campers and stuff like that you're in contact with. I imagine you're on Facebook as well, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you look on the Carolina Bible Camp website or the Facebook page, you can look up me on Facebook at Andy King, and 49 Days of CBC. You'll see that on there too. And the origination of the 49 Days of CBC was that I had somebody challenge me for the 49 days. If I rode 49 days straight on my bicycle, that's why I'm wearing this tacky shirt. You see it? If I ride 49 days straight, they will donate $1 to Carolina Bible Camp for every mile that I ride. So
oh, wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so that's up to $1.75 right now per mile. So I've done 861 miles in 4 weeks. So
wow.
Yeah, but we're blessed. The people who make Carolina Bible Camp what it is have really stepped up in support. And I just wanted to say thank you to you two for making it part of your life and part of your kids' life and memories that they'll always experience or always remember and cherish. So ladies, just thank you so much for the time that you've given me tonight. And I look forward to meeting you in person sometime. It's a true blessing meeting you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for all your efforts in putting this together. I'm sure you spent a lot of time in it. So thank you for your work.
Thank you, ma'am.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good night.